Hi everybody, how's it going? Today I want to talk about how we are much more powerful and much stronger than we think we are. And for the powerful thing, the capable thing, I wanted to refer to a little thing that happened to me when I was back in Okinawa. So I was collecting all these great video pieces, not only the Instagram stories, but other things that were like a bit higher quality, and I wanted to put into something, to blend, and maybe even make a blog or something. So the main reason why that didn't happen, even though I made two, is that I had a lot of problems transferring the files from my phone to my iPad, which is the place where I was going to edit. So I first brought a little SD card connector or something that for some reason stopped working the day I arrived in Okinawa. So that was pretty fucked up. I didn't know what to do, and so all the time I was just telling myself the same excuse up. You can't put the files on the iPad to be edited, so that's why you're not making videos. But that was not true, because it was not impossible for me to transfer those files. I knew that. So when I think I was in the bathroom, and so I was scrolling through Instagram or something, and I went back to this little quote that I found randomly, and it was something like, losers make excuses and winners make solutions. So I know this is very cringy and sounds like shit, but it has some truth to it. Like, at least in what happened next, which is I had been more than 1 month and a half telling myself the same excuse, and that excuse was able to stop me from making any one video whatsoever. So the time I read that, I said, fuck it, Alvaro, you have to actually go and do something. So I went and started just asking Google, how do I do that? Like, how do I transfer files easily? And I found, just by that search, I found an app which is called Send Anywhere, which is a brilliant app. I mean, this is not a sponsoring. I love the app, and quite honestly, it just works perfectly. It doesn't bother you at all. It's nice, it's fast. It goes from any device to any other device that has internet. It's great. So I use that, and instead of, like, what had taken me 1 month and a half to get 0 results got me in 10, 15, 20 minutes completely different results. Once I said, hey, you're making excuses, but you could be making solutions. How? Asking, for example. And I asked Google, and it happened. So from there on, I made 2 vlogs. It was very difficult because the iPad system is very bad, but I managed to make at least 2 vlogs, and I really like them. But it was that, right? So what I was trying to say is that when there is this little push, there's no fucking excuse, you have to do it, the ways are way closer and way more approachable than you first thought they were. So what I want to say is that we have this intrinsic belief that we're much less powerful than we actually are. And this has happened to me a million times. And if you ever know, like, some success story from someone who had way worse odds and was in a way worse circumstance than you are, that actually made it and made something great with their lives, then you can't fucking stick with your excuse. And that's something that's difficult to swallow, right? It happens to me too, because excuses are comfortable. You know, I know a friend just told me about this artist. I showed my friend Inez a song, and she actually went all crazy and really liked the artist. So the artists are a couple of 2 Afro-American blind couple of 2, a man and woman, and they actually make music. And all the pictures, you see them smiling, having fun, having their music, and they're blind. But that doesn't stop them from pursuing a great life and having their money and having their art and having their friendship and having their songs and having their love and everything. So excuses really make us feel comfortable, but But what I wanted to talk about is what is beyond excuses. And there's a whole world beyond excuses. So that's for excuses. And the other thing is something that my friend, this will be short, my friend Gabri, who had leukemia, I'm pretty confident that he has gotten over it so far. Someday I was going back home with him, and he was like, thinking about his experiences with disease, this incredible disease, and the process and how to change his life. And not only in a physical sense of going through chemotherapy, but especially in an emotional sense of going through your whole life crumbling apart. They looked at me in the eye and said, Alvaro, we're all much stronger than we think we are. We don't know how much we're actually able to bear, how much we're able to take. And if that's that person who's always so gentle, so kind, looks at me in the eye and says that, having gone through what he has gone through, I just can't but believe it. And I think he had a point there. That if the burden multiplies by 1,000, but it doesn't kill you, you still take it, and you are that strong. That's what he was saying. You're already that strong. So there's no reason, I think this applies to me, to be selling yourself that short. Just to keep telling yourself that you can't do this, that you can't manage this, that you can't go through this. Because you actually fucking can. Because you actually can do a lot of shit. So yeah, I tend to reflect on these things. I hope some of these things actually activate somebody who's listening. And if not, well, I just had to make my video of the day, so here it is. So yeah, thanks for watching, and give it a thought. If you now hear a little excuse tipping in your head, like, I'm an excuse, but I'm actually bullshit, I'll take a look at that. And I have to take a look at that in my life too. Alright? No one's safe from this. So yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video tomorrow. Bye bye.